Hey, hi, hello, my name is Mia Marie. I'm a Western tropical astrologer and I make videos about both astrology and tarot. So if you like what you see, hit the subscribe button. Today, I'm going to be talking about July's astrology and how it directly impacts you. Now, to begin with, the general energy, July is going to be a month of slowing down. If you follow other astrologers, I'm sure they've said the same thing. And the reason why is we have so many planets in retrograde. Now, when you hear retrograde or when you see it on social media, people like to put the emphasis on revisit, revise, restart, and all those things are true. The way that I like to think about it is when there are retrogrades, there are certain software updates that we have to download. And in order to do that, we have to pause our productivity. And if we attempt to interrupt the software update, it could fuck it up in one way or another. And the way that we're going to go about getting this software update is we're going to do the Cancer thing. We're going to pull back and observe. We're going to collect as much information about our environment and then contemplate, what do I want to do in response to what's happening around me? While there are multiple planets in retrograde, I will say that Venus is the life coach at this time and actually throughout the entire year. And what she does is she goes, okay, what do you value and why do you value it? You have a set of values and morals, I suspect. But are you living by them or is it just wishful thinking? And the way that you'll grow in your awareness as to where you stand with your relationship to your morals and values is you will have multiple opportunities where there is choice. There will be choices presented to you that reflect your past, your present, and your future. And it's up to you to see which one you gravitate towards or which one that you mindfully choose. And these kinds of conversations, these choices that we're being presented with are important because in the middle of July, we have the South Node sliding back through Libra. And that means that we are going to be called out aggressively for all the ways in which we are codependent or over-reliant on others to the point where we will willingly sacrifice our identity, our courage, and our authenticity to be a part of a group or to be in connection. No matter how fake and phony it is. So without further ado, let's see where this is happening for you. Capricorn rising, July 1st and 2nd, you have Jupiter in your 5th and the Sun in your 7th. This could mean that you meet somebody who stimulates a creative idea or you find someone that you can partner with to achieve your creative goals. On the more romantic side, this could be that you have a really fun date or you meet someone who you would like to date, playmate or partner. It can go either way. It does feel almost too good to be true, but it's not. Go for it. Enjoy yourself. On July 3rd, we have the full moon in Capricorn, and this is important, especially for you as a Capricorn rising. You have the moon in your 1st house and the sun in your 7th. So there's a gravitational pull to go towards people who make you feel seen, who make you feel safe, who you can trust. You want equal and balanced relationships, business and romantic and other. So you are laying down a lot of emotional baggage and entanglements. You're essentially laying down an identity that does not serve you and that just creates inner pain or turmoil. I think that you're getting tired of your own shit. This is square the nodes though, so there can be an emotional intensity that is obvious. There is someone who is spontaneously exiting your life, or many people are spontaneously exiting your life in response to your change, the way that you show up in the world, the way that you're carrying yourself. So, expect some tower moments. It's fine. July 1st through 9th, you have Mars and Libra in your 8th house of shared resources in a conjunction. So this is a time where you're celebrating investments that have gone right. If you own any property or real estate, you could be making money. The house could be going up for sale or selling. There's just a celebratory component to whatever business partnerships that you're in. You are receiving the fruits of your labor. And even though you might be expending a little bit more money, you feel like it will pay you back in kind. There is also a quality here where you are doing a deep dive into your own psychology, understanding why you do the things that you do. Maybe you're starting to question the relationships that you're in. This is further emphasized by the full moon happening on July 3rd, but you will be unpacking all the which ways you sign up for commitments that are ultimately unfulfilling and unsatisfying, but with a good attitude. This is also the house of inheritance, so you could be coming into money unexpectedly or spontaneously. On July 10th is when I specifically see you communicating or talking about this. It's almost as if the floodgates open because Mercury goes into Leo and simultaneously Mars goes into Virgo on the same day, July 10th. Mars in Virgo is nitpicky. It's all about the details. And so you could be assessing almost with laser focus the thoughts and beliefs that you have about yourself and the world, or maybe the meaning of life. It feels like a time where you are reinventing the structure of your belief system to better serve you for this next chapter. Mars is also known as the planet of war and will and action. And so it coming into your house of beliefs, there could be an event or situation. Maybe it's something that you're unpacking with all of those planets in your 8th house, regarding emotions and intimacy and entanglement and deep, profound connection. There could be a time where you have to defend your beliefs, or you have to uncover the ways in which your beliefs are defending you from seeing the truth of a situation. July 17th is a big, big day for all of us, but especially for you, because this new moon is yet again happening in one of your 4 corners, the 4 angles, the foundation of your birth chart. So the new moon happens, as I said, July 17th in Cancer in your 7th house. This talks about you finally releasing all of the expectations of who you're supposed to be in relationships, how understanding and allowing. I see that you're tired of being invisible in your partnerships. And as you're emptying all that baggage, the moon is filling you up with feelings of I feel safe, I feel loved, I feel worthy, I feel valued. It is opposite Pluto, which means that there is a silent emotional intensity. It's almost that feeling, that gut feeling that you get as soon as you're about to burst through your own glass ceiling. I find it gorgeous. Not everyone will agree with me. At the same time, the nodes are moving into Aries and Libra. This is huge and it lasts a long time. It affects us all, but yet again you, because you are going to have to separate within your family. Aries rules your 4th house of family, which means that there's always been a little bit of friction there. You could, lower side of Aries is codependency. You could have served your family's needs at the expense of your overall health and well-being, but it's a delicate dance there. Aries doesn't like being in the 4th house, and so you will be nudged throughout the next year to find interdependence within your family, to create a space where you can show up as yourself, exercise courage, protect your boundaries and your identity in the face of your family specifically. With the South Node now moving through your 10th, I see you getting tired of public images that aren't a reflection of who you really are. You could be quitting a job, losing a job, needing to reassess your position within a job. It's just going to be in an environment where people demand that you be codependent, that you meet their needs only. So it will be, again, an imbalanced relationship. And because you have all of this energy around self-love and equal balanced partnerships, I think you are going to meet this stimulus or this invitation to kind of go with everybody else's flow with a little bit of aggression and hostility, because you can sense that it's no longer good or a right fit for you. So be on the lookout for tower moments, collapses in your workplace. You can still carry through your life mission, but just not with these people or this company potentially. Also on July 17th, we have Jupiter in Taurus square Mercury and Leo. This is the time where someone that we are in partnership or in business with starts telling us things that we love to hear. This is like big hype man energy, but there's not a lot of follow through. This person is not intentionally lying to you, but they are running the risk of over promising or under delivering. There's too much optimism. There's too much hot air for us to feel grounded and secure. So be wary of things that are so sweet that it hurts your teeth. On July 22nd, the sun moves into Leo, and the sun loves being in this sign because this sign likes to celebrate. It likes to socialize and have a good time and experience joy and create. And this is happening in your 8th house. So you're going to be focused on, yet again, business partnerships, shared resources, inheritance potentially, but Venus is going retrograde. So you could have someone from the past coming back into your life, or maybe you're just reassessing why these things have value. I see you quite literally thinking like, well, yes, of course money has value, but what else has value? And the way that you'll come to recognize or understand what you value is by the choices that you make, where you choose to spend your energy and time. But this will be a moment of pause because you're recognizing that though these investments are paying you, you're not really feeling happy about it on a soul level. On or around July 26, when Venus retrograde is conjunct Mercury, you may feel compelled to have a conversation with someone from the past, or someone from the past may feel compelled to talk to you. This exchange isn't fated, it's not synchronistic, but it does exist to help you detangle any emotional knots that you have, specifically in your soul body or in your heart. This could also be the moment when you start vocalizing that you are questioning your business partnerships and you are starting to create distance or a plan away from wherever you currently are. And finally, on July 30th, we have Jupiter in Taurus trine Mars in Virgo. This feels like success. This feels like 9 of Pentacles. You've been working really hard on something and it's finally coming into fruition. If you've planted any seeds, you're seeing the first burst through the soil. There is life, there is fruit, and we're feeling optimistic about where we're headed, even though we know that we're abandoning an old land or old territory. Okay, so if you would like to learn more either about your birth chart or what the rest of the month or year has in store for you, you can find me at wellandrising.com/services. Toodles!